Please welcome your 2026 Houston Texans.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
On second down, Stroud. Forced out wide. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the first down.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Second down throw for Stroud. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Khalil Shakir returning for the Bills. Fair catch, taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run the sneak, and it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's 3rd and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Bills first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
On the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and
he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Texans offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 6. Oh, now problems with the exchange, and that ball is out. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense ready to take over for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. 2nd and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of
and that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
yards on the
Call it
play.
a gain of 13. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10
Really
at the
nice job
26-yard
there,
line.
Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll go play action here with Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. One more time going up top with Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. To the air once more is Allen. That is brought in at the 10. And he is out of bounds. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he will score! James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0.
14. Texans nothing.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. We'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Throw on the run is complete. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Third and 9. Back to throw. Stroud. His tight end, it's Schultz. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this. Then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
This one is caught by Kirk. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Stroud. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield, in the area of holding. That's on the former first-round pick, Titus Howard. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. Beautiful catch on the sideline. He's inbounds, but there is a penalty flag down, and that might wipe away the game. Task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Stroud to throw. Now, screen set up for Marks. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Shakir to return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. In motion, Shakir. Now Allen on 1st down. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Allen gonna make the read and hold on here. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. And he let him a bit too much. And pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A run with Cook. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. In motion, Shakir. On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Raiders' kick is good. And the Bills stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made.
Larry Ogunjobi getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. He'll look underneath here for Marks. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board just before halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
at their own.
The Bills
25
offense
yard
looking to
line.
get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing on second down. It's picked off by the all-pro corner, Derek Stingley. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 40.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Texans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That is Deion Walker in there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
15 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll run with Marks. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Texans first down.
12 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll step up and run this.
C.J. Stroud. It's a gain of 8.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Pushed out to his left. Good blocking, and he's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Texans 10.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Allen goes with a pop pass. And he'll be forced out of bounds, a very short gain.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Allen gonna throw again. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll lead to a second down. To throw once more, here's Allen. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Big Sheldon Rankin in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happened so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut it to 4. 17 to 13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills' offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of
big-time play there for Buffalo. 52 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And the Bills are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good for a Bill.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Allen going to throw here on third and goal. And he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with first and 10. Here's Stroud. That one is caught by Cone. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the Texans
they get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
10 at the 38-yard
and this is a tricky
line.
part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to make his way out of bounds. That did not work as planned. Good size loss to take on first down.
Initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's just going to flip this forward. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
The Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read one, read two, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Stroud. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
3rd and long. Stroud to throw. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
6 yards.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 42 yards.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. 2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping.
Here's Cook. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. From the gun, here is Allen. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't...
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but It's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Matt Prater is set to
So
kick
now
off.
Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Texans offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, CJ nowhere to go. He is taken down. The linebacker, Matt Milano, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Second down throw for Stroud. This one is caught by Kirk. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Texans offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Marks. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everyone.